YouTube, it's your boy Jump Meach back with another video, man. Today we got the Dallas Mavericks versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's get into it, bro. I heard this is a crazy game too, man. You know what I'm saying? Lock in, let's get it.
That scored more per game. Bain working
Damn,
on Lively,
Bain,
lost his footing and turned it over.
Shit. PJ?
Washington ahead to Marshall, and
Ooh.
Thompson on the spot.
Clay?
Takes his time. And
His instincts are to go block that shot.
Okay, Clay.
Gets up an open
What you
three.
doing? This is
Bain,
playoff play.
not a smart play there. Got caught in the air, turned it over. Thompson walks into a three.
Yo, Clay Thompson's going the fuck off. This ain't 0 for 10 no more, Clay. You ain't gonna go 0 for 10 no more, Clay? My bad, bro. I'm shutting up. I see you got 6 points, bro. What's up?
That's good.
Fuck with it, bro.
So
What's
Clay
up?
Thompson with 2 threes.
Yep, 2
Davis working on
threes.
even
Anthony
shot
Davis.
clock at
Anthony
5.
Davis in the play in too. What?
Najee Marshall
Where's
with
Kyrie?
2, trying to create some airspace, and he knocks
Where's
down
Kyrie?
the long 2.
Where's Kyrie?
Zach Edey on the backside for offensive rebounding
Oh, that's
position.
the
That's
Exum?
a major problem with the smaller Mavs lineup.
Hell not, Clay.
8-0 paint points in favor of Memphis until right there. Anthony
Big.
Davis with his first field
Why
goal.
they got Anthony Davis playing the
As
big?
Jackson gets the block. Morant with his 9th
my God.
point. Morant now gives it back to Dallas. Substitutions for both teams. Marvin Bagley checking in for Memphis. Skip to Williams.
Whoa.
Underneath Gafford. Got
Come
inside.
on,
Puts it in.
Gafford.
And a foul.
It's a great skip pass, and then patience by Williams in the corner. Catches.
They got Zach Edey out
Tracked
there.
down by Washington and saved. Washington yet to score.
Yeah, Zach Edey always want to start, bro.
Here's Christie
Yeah,
from
big
deep.
man.
And Max Christie able to bury a much-needed 3. 4.5 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Williams into the front court, weaving through traffic, gets downhill and scores as the
Who was
buzzer
that?
sounds. What a play by Brandon Williams.
Oh my God.
Looked a little like Ja Morant on that drive and finish.
He covered about
Ja
Damn,
Morant
we
has
down
been
by
on the bench
20.
since about the 2.
What the fuck happened? We're down by 20. They down by 20. God damn. Grizzlies cooking on us
Minute
like
mark
that.
of the
Jimmy
first
Young
quarter.
is worse.
So with the break for commercial, getting a good rest here.
Oh, Derek
Jackson
Lively.
thought he was fouled. Loose ball ends up
Bro,
in the hands
Kyrie
of
injured?
Marshall. Jackson for 3. Not that time. Boarded by Davis. His
Anthony
third
Davis
rebound.
taking on the ball.
But if you're Thomas Isola, the head coach for Memphis, to replace Taylor Jenkins, who got fired
Oh
at the
my
end
God,
of
that
March,
post
with
was
Davis
filthy.
scoring there, you've got to love the fact that your team has extended the lead, because at this point you don't have to push Ja Morant. Even though he looks great, you know, as we mentioned, he's been shot up twice, and you want to make sure he's good to go on Sunday.
no doubt. This is a bonus for them to be playing this well offensively after he
Jerry
gave them
jumping on that?
that initial surge.
Oh,
Just allowing
shit.
him to rest as that pinball's out to Christie.
Oh, Max Christie, miss you, bro. We need you back in the Lakers.
Christie made a 3 in the first quarter, sets his feet.
Come on,
Off
Christie.
target
Yeah.
there. Rebound Lively. Rare second chance
Give me another one.
opportunity.
Max
Christie
Christie.
again. That one's good. Swishing it through.
That the ball has to go.
Damn,
He met
bro.
no resistance.
Jackson, an all-star this year for the 2nd time. Davis attacking, going right at the former defensive player of
Great
the
shot.
year.
You see that? That's sneaky as shit. Yo, you seen that? Jerry Jackson Jr. trying to clip Anthony Davis. You see
Going
that?
right.
Look at that. Look, come on, Jerry Jackson Jr. You're better than this, bro. You're better than this, bro. You trying to clip Anthony
At
Davis?
the
Trying to make
former
him his
defensive
last
player of the
with
year.
knees?
Lead
Come on, bro.
back to 24 for
He's
Memphis
25.
midway through the 2nd quarter. The 2nd quarter on Wednesday was owned by Dallas. The Mavs put up 44.
Yo, he is torturing Zach Edey, bro. And this ain't even fair, bro. This is not even fair.
AD right here, putting his head down.
Look at this. He just doing all straight post moves on this nigga Zach Edey, bro. Zach Edey need to get in the weight room.
Handled by Jason Kidd, but understandably so at this kind of deficit.
Hell no.
Davis looking at
Hell
tape.
no.
Pulls up, scores again.
He is bodying this nigga Zach Edey. This is crazy, bro. This is the rookie. This is a rookie's first play in. We get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a rookie's first play in. You gotta understand. This is his first time playing some real crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Edey, you gotta chill, bro. Like you can't do him like that.
Against
bro.
Edey.
Through the
He's
lane,
fucked up.
and then looks like he's going to
Look at
get
that
to
shit.
the first
Damn.
mid-range. Really doing a poor job on the perimeter containing the point of attack, and their defense is collapsing every trip as a result.
Give him 3, Anthony. Stop playing with it. Oh my God, so
about
slow.
Their defense before the game as Davis connects on a 3.
With one more dribble, steps into it, and then finally, once he gets it
21. The spot in the playoffs, the 8th seed on the line.
Yep. 8 seed on the
Marshall
line.
drives and lays it home. He was
Lay.
their best
bro, we're
defender.
down by 20 still, bro. What the fuck? We're down by 20. Jeez, we're down by 20. 25. They down by 25.
But the biggest news has been the change in the head coach with Taylor Jenkins, who had been a Coach of the Year candidate year after year. The All-Star break, they were the 2 seed. And even though they are the 8th seed, there's only a difference of 4 games between 2nd and 8th in the West.
Ew, his shot
Exum's rate is good.
Just 6 of 20, and most of them have been clean.
Davis at the foul line, puts it on the deck. Sweet move by AD. And obviously that has been a problem for him, missing a ton of games during the regular season. But there to start the second half. And Davis gets inside and puts it home.
Yo, he's bodying these bigs on the Grizzlies, bro.
And he's so big on
He's
top of it.
treating these niggas like nothing, bro. He is treating these niggas like paper mache, gang. AD is giving these niggas work, bro. Good at really what they money
remember
for
how
the paint.
good he was in the playoff run to the
They
finals
get what they
last
money
year.
for the paint.
Bain
Desmond Bain.
got caught in the air and turns it over.
Turn it down a little bit.
Mavs trailed by as many as 25 in that first half. Davis penetrates floater up and
What the
no
fuck,
good.
Anthony
Got
Davis?
It back and
Stop
scores.
floating, bro.
26 now.
Stop with the
for
post-ups.
Anthony Davis.
Chill out.
Nice activity by Derek Lively down there, creating some chaos. Allows Anthony Davis to get a second opportunity.
Turning the corner and Lively over there to swat
Damn.
it away from Pippen.
Yo, you just got
gave them hope.
blocked.
And they come out. Well, this looks a little bit more like what we saw.
And now
Wednesday
Scottie
night,
Pippen
when
Jr.
we
too,
saw
bro.
Dallas
Oh my
repeatedly.
God.
It's been a season of comebacks in the NBA, so no lead safe. Marshall driving and puts it home off the window.
And
Look at
they
the
started
score.
their possession with something that Jason Kidd said they were going to try to exploit, which was getting Ja Morant into the post. They did it that time for P.J. Washington. It created some action on the opposite side.
So going back to the end of the quarter, it's a 14-2 run as Morant misses an easy one. Davis.
Look at Ja. That's a liability.
Good on the 3. Anthony Davis.
Look at that. That's a whole. And they say for so many niggas like who can't even get back on defense. Like, look at this. He's jogging and he stops half court. Like, whole defense liability right here. Perfect example right here. The whole time. You don't even see him on the screen. Defensive liability, bro.
With 29 points.
Identity here to start the third, playing
Give
inside
me
to
3.
AD, and then
Good 3 too, bro.
Morant tried to cross over, blows by Marshall, tried to lob it up there for
Said,
Edey.
give me that.
broken
Anthony
up.
said, give me
Numbers
that.
for Dallas if they hurry.
Oh, yeah,
Thompson
Clay.
thought about it, now lets it fly.
He lets it
Clay
fly. Oh
Thompson
my
swishes
gosh.
home.
He playing like he's back on the
Second foul on
Warriors.
Clay.
I thought he had a clean look there, but he decides to reload. That's a very difficult.
Thompson
What the
wants
fuck? Clay asking
the
for the ball
basketball,
again?
the smaller Pippen on him, giving up about 5 inches to Clay.
Oh
Following,
my
got it
gosh.
from Thompson on the
That was
baseline.
nasty fade.
You have to do that a second time, and here, like I
Oh
said,
my
he's just using
God.
his size,
Who you feeling? Yo,
keeping the
yo, Clay, who you feeling like, bro? Who you feeling like? Chill down, bro. Lock in.
You're
You're
going to
down
need
by
the
12.
wings on the opposite side to get down there and help on Zach
I was gonna say,
Edey.
give me Anthony. Damn.
11 points, 9 rebounds for Edey. Marshall for 3. It's good. Najee Marshall's first 3-pointer.
He gave that big man the Anthony Davis shoulder. He felt that whole shockwave through his body. You seen that shit? Hold on, let me replay that shit. He felt a whole shockwave through his body. Oh my gosh. Imagine getting an Anthony Davis shoulder to your chest.
Get down there and help
Look at
on
that
Zach
shit.
Edey.
Damn.
11 points,
Oh,
9 rebounds
shockwave.
for
Got him
Edey.
tripping.
Marshall
Good
for
three.
3. It's good.
Damn.
Najee Marshall's first 3-pointer.
I just had to go back on that
Open
shit.
floor, stops in the lane. Underneath pass, broken off.
Who is that
Turnover,
random? Number
Memphis
7
Thompson.
random. Well,
Davis down
on the
court
Grizzlies.
with the slam. 31 for
No
Davis.
foul?
And get the seal for the lob when he's ahead of the pack, but sometimes
Look at John
you
Morant
benefit.
trying to. I was about to say, yeah, he did go from deep.
Marshall bounce to Davis.
That's
That
the
one
bread and
drops.
butter.
Davis
That's
with
the bread
33.
and butter right now. But it ain't working though. They need threes.
Morant again gets past Christie.
That
by Gafford.
Buck's nasty. Who was that? Oh,
Bagley
Beasley?
drives,
Oh, Bagley? That's
challenged by
Bagley?
Gafford can't tip it in.
Can't even get it, bro.
And Gafford took a shot below the belt. He's a little slow to get up the floor, understandably. Williams penetrates. Great move by
It
Brandon Williams and
would.
one. We saw this on Wednesday in the play, and he took over sequences in the first half of the Mavs. And a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, he gave him a lot of activity in the first half. He just didn't get
It
anything to go. Had a
won.
couple of wild
33 regular season games for Dallas. A lot of those after the Irving injury. Delayed by
shit.
Williams and a forced turnover by Dallas. A shot of his father, Jaren Jackson Sr., former teammate of Tim Legler in Washington. Davis in the paint.
Give me
And
one.
Davis has 36.
Anthony
Jackson with
Davis
the
is
jab
dogging
step,
these
looking to
bigs, bro.
drive on Davis, and
Oh
Davis
my
reaches
gosh,
in
look
and
at that
strips it
steal.
away.
and then sees an open lane.
This has been one of the best games Memphis has played in a long time as Thompson drills a three.
great.
Obviously the son of the legendary
Clay, you need to
Scottie
go
Pippen.
off. Clay, you're the only reliable shooter on the fucking floor. Go off, bro. What are you doing? Y'all down by 20. Y'all are down by 20, bro. Go off.
Senior won all those championships with the Bulls, one of the
Damn,
greatest
bro.
two-way
Go
players in league
off.
history. Thompson on the drive,
Relay.
gets the layup. Good feed by Williams.
Right here, the great outlet pass. This is a perfect delivery by Brandon Williams.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
true, but I think
Yeah,
when they
that's
got
still
out
about
to the start
20.
that they did, they knew that they could withstand a run because they've been in such great rhythm.
And rebound Washington. But Washington still scoreless in the game.
So my God, Devin
turns it
Bay
over.
with it still, and he gave it right back to him.
But you know, the final judgment on
shot.
that trade is going to come down the line.
Davis scores again. As they're in trouble, trailing by 17 as Williams scores again inside, but time running out. 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes to go, bro. Anthony Davis not even on the floor. Kyrie.
Run and
Kyrie is nowhere to be found. Anthony Davis is on the bench, bro. Yeah, bro. Pack y'all bags, bro. Y'all going right back to Dallas, bro. Y'all not going to the playoffs.
need stops.
It
Say that-
stops,
say that
and you're gonna
playoff
need
ticket
some
next
three-point
year.
shooting.
Try again
if
next
You're
year.
going to see Memphis extend themselves defensively to make sure that doesn't happen.
Like the great legend, Mark Cuban. GG's, brother. I say that. But all seriousness, bro. Fire Nico. Should never traded Luka. They would have been in the playoffs. But
Great play backside
Bye-bye,
by Marshall. You expect
Mavericks.
Luka and the Lakers to make a run.
There's no question they're good enough to be that team that's the last team standing against Oklahoma City in the Western Conference when it's all said and done. But I can make the case for a couple
Look at
other
Spencer
teams out
Dinwiddie.
west as well. It is going to be a wild first round, a wild second round to see if we get to that point. But there's no doubt with the improvement with the Lakers defensively overall and that kind of offensive talent.
oh
on
yeah, I
the
guess we
floor,
get a. Oh,
they're
if we play
capable of making
the
a deep
Grizzlies,
run.
oh my gosh.
It's interesting that, Morant's still on the floor here. The Grizzlies missed the playoffs last year. They had been in the postseason 3 straight years. They missed it last year because of the suspension of Morant.
Having to guard a guy like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, unfortunately, he will not be with them for the postseason.
And again, Clark
There's
as well,
all
a
Wash
key
niggas on the
player.
floor. Oh my God,
with the
Gafford.
slam.
Yeah, bro, this game over
Here's
with.
Williams bringing it up the court. He'll take a three-pointer. It's good. So the final score, 120 to 106.
Say goodnight, bro. Damn. Anthony Davis got 40 fucking points? Pack your bags, bro. Pack your bags, bro. Please pack your bags, bro. Yo, anyways, man, make sure y'all like, comment. Whoa, 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 whoa. I heard it was some new shit. Hold on, hold on, hold on, whoa, 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 whoa.
Anthony Davis's monster
Injured. What the fuck?
game wasn't enough as the Mavs lose to the Grizzlies and they advance to the playoffs. AD, he had 40 points, 9 boards, and 2 assists, and he was
Damn.
battling through injuries. And the best part about this, well, it's not the best
He got
part, but
injured.
the camera pans straight to Nico Harrison as AD limps to the bench, but Ja
Yo, Nico. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I'll go MIA. You know how much is on your head right now, bro? Of what you did, bro. I would go MIA, bro. I would just say, forget all this, bro. Give my executives the talk, bro. Go MIA, bro. You gotta put your head low, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you gotta lay low for a minute, bro. People's on your head about that Luka trade, bro.
he had 22 points, 7 boards, 9 assists.
He,
as the
that's
Grizzlies
all he has to offer is that side eye. That's all he has to him. All he has to do is give him that side eye. That's all he does. It's side eye niggas. That's all he does is side eye niggas, bro. Like, come on, bro. You better than
boards,
this, Nico.
9 assists as the Grizzlies win by 14 points and advance to the NBA playoffs. They will face the OKC Thunder in the first round. Let me know your
Dang.
thoughts on that matchup.
Damn. GG's on that shit, man. And there's one video right here. The fuck? What were they talking about, though?
Morant racing up the court again, quickly into the paint,
Oh,
and
shit.
another Dallas foul.
I thought he's
You
mic'd up.
mentioned the percentages for Scottie Pippen Jr. This was absolutely a weakness in his game. First
I thought he
couple
was mic'd
months
up.
of the season.
Seconds after that, as Washington picks up his second foul for Dallas.
Game like this is exactly what you want to see.
I'll guard you though. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on right here. Come on. You know I don't go nowhere. Come on. You know I don't go nowhere.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know why Anthony Davis is backing up on him, though. I don't know why Anthony Davis is backing up, though. But, yo, he kept his word. He dropped the 40. He put 40 on him, but he still lost, bro. Y'all still lost, bro. But I'm not gonna lie.
You know that.
Anthony Davis ain't no bitch, yo. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no bitch, yo. You know what I'm saying? He one of them ones, bro.
Aldama driving.
He'll give you the work.
Missed the shot. Oh,
Woo!
just
Where
throws
was
it
this? Where was this? Why this wasn't in the highlights?
with that finish.
Damn.
Well, Ja Morant gets a running start at the three-point line and puts his head.
Damn. But yeah, man. Anyways, y'all like, comment, subscribe to your boy. We want to roll to 100 subs. And I catch y'all in the next one.